Back in the late 80s and early 90s, there was a lot of discussion amongst athletic directors and presidents. Why don't we begin looking at doing something more? Football has been successful with 8 teams. Why don't we consider after a decade going to an all-sports conference? Eventually the presidents agreed. They met here in Lancaster on April 29, 1992 and invited Haverford and Washington College, and Bryn Mawr was added as the 11th institution. And the Centennial Conference was born out of the Centennial Football Conference. Back in the early mid-90s was when Division III conferences really started to begin thinking about hiring an executive to run ship. And until that time, pretty much it had been athletic directors that would take it on as an extra duty. And as their responsibilities grew, it became apparent that it was time to hire an executive. So the Centennial took a look at the models of the UAA, University Athletic Association, and the North Coast Athletic Conference, reached out to their 2 commissioners, who gave them a glowing report about what the Centennial Conference should do as a brand new conference. I was working as Director of Athletic Communications at Yale University at the time, and when the job opened up, it seemed to be a perfect mesh with my skills and my interest in coming back to Division III. I think one of the things that makes the Centennial so unique is the history that we look at with all the schools. Certainly the geographic compactness of the conference, to go from Allentown to Baltimore is no more than 3 hours, from Carlisle to Swarthmore. Even trips down to the Eastern Shore, you're within a 3-hour trip. And that works perfectly for the student-athlete experience, their life balance, their ability to accomplish their academic goals while also competing at a higher level of athletics. You look at schools like Dickinson and Franklin and Marshall, they've been playing football since 1889. Haverford is the oldest intercollegiate soccer program in the country. It has the most wins of any Division III program. You look at Swarthmore, who won national lacrosse championships back in the 1900s, if you will, and obviously with Johns Hopkins. So the history and tradition that these schools have that really brings the rivalries out and makes the Centennial, I think, very unique. I had the chance to work with probably 55 presidents and almost 60 athletic directors over the course of 25 years. And I think as long as the conference is able to keep those lines of communication alive, to do what's in the best interest of the students participating in athletics, the Centennial Conference has a bright future. We used to get together in meetings and just remind everybody that this isn't about you. This is about the greater good. Everything we are doing is for the whole as opposed to the individual. And to be able to keep that alive when a lot of collegiate sports today is about me, to be able to keep a conference of 11 schools together, a conference that formed in 1992 with 11 schools and full-time membership has not changed. That's also unique in Division III athletics today. I'd like to congratulate the Centennial on 30 years, wishing a happy 30th birthday and best wishes for 30 more.